I went through a phase of reading the Bible and not understanding it, to reading the Bible, being angry and not believing in it, to reading the Bible and crying and not feeling worthy of it, to finally reading the Bible, receiving it, being it, and crying for others who don't. And today I want to take the time to read Psalm 143. Hear my prayer, O Lord. Give ear to my supplications. In thy faithfulness answer me, and in thy righteousness. And enter not into judgment with thy servant, for in thy sight shall no man living be justified. For the enemy hath persecuted my soul. He hath smitten my life down to the ground. He hath made me dwell in darkness, and those have been long dead. Therefore is my spirit overwhelmed with me. My heart within me is desolate. I remember the days of old. I meditate on all thy works. I muse on the work of thy hands. I stretch forth my hands unto thee. My soul thirsteth after thee, as a thirsty land. Hear me speedily, O Lord. My spirit faileth. Hide not thy face from me, lest I be unto them that go down into the pit. Cause me to hear thy loving kindness in the morning, for in thee do I trust. Cause me to know the way wherein I should walk, for I lift up my soul unto thee. Deliver me, O Lord, from mine enemies. I flee unto thee to hide me. Teach me to do thy will, for thou art my God. Thy spirit is good. Lead me into land of uprightness. Quicken me, O Lord, for thy name's sake. For thy righteousness' sake, bring my soul out of trouble. And of the mercy cut off mine enemies, and destroy all them that afflict my soul. For I am thy servant. Some days I am just overcome with God's love and his promise that I am just in tears. And I see others who are in so much pain. And this is what I have always seen ever since I was a little girl. The pain and the struggling of other people. Which is the reason why that I have this beautiful gift that God was always trying to give me. God knows our path. It's a path that was written before we even arrived here in our mother's wombs. He knows what we are going to be doing in life. And he implants it. He places that seed within our heart. And he waits to see what's going to bloom. I have always had a desire to assist in the lives of other people. I've had a gift, but my lack of knowledge, my lack of faith, my lack of belief in my own capabilities took on a different type of burden, to where I never felt that I could do this job, that I was even worthy of this job. Which meant I had to prove to myself. God was never punishing me. God just allowed a certain amount of suffering in my life because, yes, He does allow the devil to have reign over certain areas of our lives. God knows who His children are, and He will not tempt you beyond a certain measure. He will rescue you out of your pit when it is time, when He sees that His child needs help, that this child has learned that lesson, or when that child isn't learning and needs a different type of lesson. I have always looked at my life as just being so traumatic, so miserable. Yet, as I look back now, it is exactly how it needed to be to prove to myself that I have always been capable of this, that I have always had a gift that was worth using, that my gift was always here to help me help others in their lives and in their suffering. I wish I could hand over all of the secrets that God has revealed to me and make life so much easier to everybody, because it can be easy. And it's written in the Bible. When we read the Bible, it's just like what I said in the beginning. You first don't understand it, and then you're bitter by it. You become angry because you're like, where have you been, God? You have these beautiful words here, but where have you been? I don't see you. I don't feel you. And then it moves to you believing that He's there, that you see Him, but you don't feel worthy of it. And finally, you reach that point that everything makes sense, that He never lied, and that you were worthy, that you were loved and cared for all of your life. And you wish that you could just hand everything over to everybody else to make the world stop suffering, to hand over God's promise in human form. That's what He's done for me. He's handed me His promise so that I can share it with the world. This is Christy. Much love, health, and healing your way. I am bringing purpose to your life. Take care.